The sixth event of the Marbles Sports Network 5th Anniversary Cup brings us through a treacherous course with bumps on the road that Marbles have to get over and conquer if they want to win and blast off to first place. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Marbles Sports Network 5th Anniversary Cup. Now as we recap the standings from last time, the Daydreamers have a 1-point lead over the Minty Marbles who fumbled in the last event. And it's the Amazon Tribe who are still tied with them, the Royalty Seekers, the Succulent Silvers, the Streak Bearers who won the silver medal in the last event, and it's the Purple Pearls and the Wolf Wisps rounding out the top half. Now, what is that treacherous course with bumps on the road? What am I talking about? Well, it's the Moguls that will be the challenge their competitors will have to face today for our sixth event. It's a little different from what we're used to. One team sends in one member to compete in 4 heats down a Gravitrax sheet with holes, hence the name Moguls. The top 2 fastest marbles will move on to the semifinals, and then the finals, where the marbles will be rewarded. It's the same formula as the sprint, as we have our demonstration team, the Broadcast Brigade, as usual, showing how it works. Now, you might notice that line near the end of the wood part. That's going to be our finish line for this event. Now we have the first heat: swirl, lime, suit, and stack. For our first heat, and they're off. It is the Blackouts out in front. Now it's the Minty Marbles who storm ahead to take the lead and win alongside Lime, who will also advance. Suit had it for a moment, but then they just tripped on some holes and just couldn't get going. Now we have the Deep Sea Doomers, Purple Pearls, Deserters, and the Mushroom Mavericks in our second heat. And it's the Deserters out in front. They hit a hole way too hard. The Purple Pearls will move on. And I think who got second place? I think it was still the Deserters, as we have to see the photo finish, because that's pretty close. Not as close to the photo finish that we saw in the slalom a few weeks ago. Yes, it is the Deserters with 225.5. 3-second difference between them and the Mushroom Mavericks. Now the Starstruck Squad, Wave Chasers, Succulent Silvers, and the Daydreamers are championship leaders, sitting in their trust in Mirage. And they're off. It is the Succulent Silvers out in front, and the Wave Chasers will storm past them, and Starstruck Squad will also move on. Mirage hit a bump so hard that they slowed down to a 3.3. That's not going to help the Daydreamers, as they're currently leading the championship, and with the Minty Marbles advancing, this could kick the door open for them. Now still on Hunter, Piranha, and Queen, and it's Piranha out in front. Oh, but they jump off the intended racing surface into the Hot Wheels barrier just before the finish line. That is an incident under investigation. We'll have to see what the officials will decide to do with this. Amazon Tribe could potentially not advance out of this heat. Have to see what the final verdict will be. Yes, they are going to disqualify the Amazon Tribe. Piranha is in absolute shambles right now. They are so going absolutely nowhere, are the Amazon Tribe. After a great stretch of events, this disqualification is going to completely turn the tables on their momentum here. As we have 9th through 16th, obviously will finish last. Schumer of the Mushroom Mavericks, their captain, will get best of the rest, along with Herring, the captain of the Deep Sea Doomers. They will finish 10th. Now the Minty Marbles, Purple Pearls, Wave Chasers, and the Streak Berries to start off our first semi-final. Now the Minty Marbles, with the Daydreamers and Amazon Tribe not advancing, this could be their chance to capitalize off it. And yes, they will. And from the looks like it, definitely will. They will advance to the finals, alongside Tsunami of the Wave Chasers. Now it's the Mega Fruit Maniacs, Deserters, Starstruck Squad, and the Wolf Wisps in our second semifinal. And their off is the Deserters out in front, but they hit holes there. They won't advance, neither will Hunter of the Wolf Wisp side. It's Lime and Quasar we'll move on. As we have 5th through 8th, with the Deserters finishing 5th, and the Purple Pearls of Oyster finishing 8th. Now we have the final. Minty Marbles, the Wave Chasers, Mega Fruit Maniacs, and the Starstruck Squad. Minty Marbles, after competing so long without a gold medal, can they win their first of this tournament? Yes, they will. They won silver in the slalom, bronze in balancing, and now they win at the Moguls. We'll now head to the highlight reel. After 5 tries, Swirl of the Minty Marbles will capture the Minty Marbles' first gold of this season. That's also not a bad. We should also not count out the Wave Chasers and the Starstruck Squad. They also did very good in this event. And the Mega Fruit Maniacs, after doing very good up until this moment, will have to settle for 4th. But now look at the standings. The Minty Marbles now lead the Daydreamers by 23 points. Amazon Tribal still in 4th, as the Streak Berries and the Royalty Seekers rounding out the top 5. Tune in next time for our obstacle course on July 29th.